What's up, guys? We're jumping into the astrological house series. I believe we're on Sagittarius. Last reading we did for Sagittarius was 9th house Sagittarius. So if we're on the 9th house, I believe we're doing Capricorn and Sagittarius if we're going backwards. I believe that's how it goes. Last reading we did was Aquarius in the 10th house. So this is going to be Capricorn in the 9th house. Okay, of Sagittarius. So this reading is going to be for if you have Capricorn in the 9th house on your natal chart, your birth chart. You can look it up online or buy a birth chart with your birthday info, date and time of birth. This is also going to be for ruling planet of Capricorn is Saturn. So if you have Saturn in the 9th house, or if you have Saturn in how did I do it last time? Saturn in Sagittarius? Or no, Saturn in Capricorn. Okay, so we're doing Capricorn over 9th house, or if you have Saturn in the 9th house, or if you have Saturn in Capricorn. Okay, feel free to apply this. Or if you're just a cross watcher, because again, this doesn't pertain to a sun sign. Or a moon or a rising sign, any sign really, planetarily. If you're just watching this and you don't have those specific alignments that I just kind of muddled through, no worries, you can stick around, watch the reading. And if you get any gems, then you can feel free to apply this reading to yourself. Without further ado, spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages for the current viewer. Summertime 2021 at the time of this recording, but feel free to apply this timelessly to yourself. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages for the individuals that are watching this. Okay, 8 of Swords in the reverse, coming out of a trapped feeling, Gemini energy in the reverse. 8 of Swords is having to do with, let me look, I got my little chart here. This is Jupiter in Gemini energy in the reverse. So it's kind of interesting because Jupiter is more of an expansive energy, but when you get into Gemini, that rules the thinking, logical, communicative mind. So hence why the 8 of Swords in the upright is more of a restrictive energy, but in the reverse, I read it as coming out of this restriction and leading into more expansion and growth beyond logical, psychological conception here. An energy of being present. Page of Pentacles in the upright. Pages are seasonal, so Page of Pentacles is actually spring season. Energy of Taurus, somewhat, essentially. I read the pages like a text message or an email or a phone call, some sort of lighthearted, surface level, tertiary means of outreach or communication. It could be after somebody is freed up from prison or quarantine or some semblance of being stuck. They could then want to reach out and communicate to you. So this is how this looks here. So they're freed up. Now they want to kind of make some sort of proposal or lighthearted reach out here is what I'm getting. So very cool. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's somewhat of a challenging energy. The pages are novice. Okay, they're students. They're in a learning phase. So, for instance, Page of Pentacles, it could be adding value, but since it's a page, it's kind of like lighthearted value. Nothing too great, nothing too major, as opposed to a king. Let's see what else. Yeah, that Page of Swords is wintertime energy. That's Aquarius energy. I'll give you the dates. Aquarius energy, January 20th to February 18th. And then that Taurus energy, April 21st to May 20th. Okay, for that springtime Page of Pentacles energy. Just looking at my little chart here, don't mind me. Sorry for the dead air. I think I'm just on to something. I was looking if like all of the cardinal signs had their ruling planet in their decan. Like for instance, I see that Mars is in the first decan of Aries. Mars is the ruling planet, and I was just looking to see if like the other cardinal signs, like a Libra, like I don't see a Venus in any of the decans. There's Jupiter, Saturn, and the Moon. Excuse me. Aquarius, ruling planet. I don't even know who the ruling planet for Aquarius is in the old time. Just looking at my little chart here. Okay. Four Swords in the reverse came out. This is needing to relax, contemplate, meditate, chant your mantra, do your meditation, something of this nature. This is not healing after a fight, possibly. Maybe somebody's not yet ready to receive this message or this reach out or this proposal. Okay. So just something to note there. Just realizing that my girlfriend her birthday is April 21st, so her ruling decan is Mercury in Taurus, which is interesting. My ruling decan I'm a Venus. I'm a late third of the Aries season, kind of Aries, since I was born on the 11th. So that's Venus decan influenced, as opposed to Mars or the Sun. So kind of that more feminine Aries, creative type, in touch with just feminine side. Speaking of feminine side, Moon card in the upright, this is 4th house femininity, emotional security, safety, creativity, children, women, fertility. This is an energy of something being revealed over time. Okay, these kind of ancient Hebrew symbols, or I don't know if they're like Yiddish, so feel free to comment and correct, but those are called yads. Those are gifts and blessings from God. But I feel as though they only come if you're doing like that inner healing and spiritual work. Okay, there's going to be some sort of freed up offer coming towards somebody. Spirit, any more messages? Spirit, any more messages? Let's see. 10 of Wands in the reverse, putting down a burden. Okay, let me see what energies are at focus here. Well, the Cancer has its home planet sign, the moon. Let's see, Virgo is Mercury, so does Mercury in Virgo. Not Libra. Scorpio's Mars. Okay, so Scorpio does. I wonder if there's some sort of correlation between which planets have their ruling sign or their ruling planet, which signs have their ruling planets in their decan. In any event, I digress. 10 of Wands is the energy of, let me tell you right now, Saturn in Sagittarius, December 13th to the 21st. So in the upright, this is going to be lessons, restrictions, limitations, kind of a masculine restrictive energy. But in the reverse, you're kind of putting down that burden. Kind of like if you have like too many balls in the air, too many plates spinning, too many irons in the fire. You know, having to put down this burden, it's no longer serving you. So that's what I have for that. I mean, it's kind of interesting because this is technically, like we said in the intro, this is a Capricorn in the 9th house. And again, this particular decan is the ruling planet of Capricorn, which is Saturn. So we're kind of like ending where we began. This energy of putting down that, you know, that restriction and kind of like letting that 9th house fly, so to speak. I mean, Sagittarius rules travel, higher learning, law, philosophy, cross-culturalism. I think I said travel already. So you can't really do all that good stuff, all that growth and expansion. I mean, its ruling planet is Jupiter. So you can't really do all that if you have this kind of heavy load here with the 10 of Wands. So in the reverse, it's asking you to put it down from time to time. Or whenever this time period can be activated, probably at the time of you coming across this reading. So very interesting. I'm going to leave it there, guys. We have a lot of information, so, you know, thank you for being patient with me. If I'm over here just kind of zoning out looking at these decans, let me actually show you what I'm looking at. It might be kind of fun for me. So I'm looking at this astrological map, and for instance, if I pull the 10 of Wands, I could look and see what the suit is: Pentacles, Swords, Cups, Wands. So the 10 of Wands is actually here. And this would be first decan 0 to 10, second is 10 to 20, and then 10 to 30. But at the 30 it starts at 0 again because it's beginning the next astrological house. This is the house of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, ruling planet Jupiter. But we're doing Capricorn. If you were born with Capricorn, I'm pointing on the outer side because typically that's how the astrological sign is typified as to what house. So this is 9th house. Sagittarius is 9th house. If you start with Aries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in astrology. So typically when I do my 9th house readings, I pull for these words, 9th house. So this would be Sagittarius. So if you had the sign of Capricorn at the time of your birth in this 9th house, okay, then this reading would apply to you. But I was just saying that it's interesting that we ended on the Ten of Wands here, because the Ten of Wands decan, this is the date that it rules, December 13th to the 21st. But also, I should note that, and I could kind of get a sense that these decans are like lessons that should be learned in the person's lifetime, depending on when they were born, or some sort of influence. But in any event, that kind of, this is Saturn right here, so this is the ruling planet of Capricorn, and like I said, this was going to be a Capricorn in the 9th house of Sagittarius reading, or if you had Saturn in this 9th house in your natal chart at the time of your birth, or again Saturn in Capricorn in general. So yeah, a couple different ways you could apply this reading, but this is just a series that I'm just kind of making up on the fly, so I'm having fun with it. So, all the real astrologers, don't bite my head off. Okay, I'm going to flip this camera around. Thank you for bearing with me. So a little fun there. So I appreciate you guys viewing up until this point. I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you got some information there. I'm learning and growing on this channel, and if you've been watching, then you're along with the journey as well. Leave a comment, like, share, follow, subscribe, holler at your boy for one-on-one reading, $2 a minute. We could do it in any way you feel comfortable, over phone, in person, email, text, chat, video, IM. Postal service, what have you. But in any event, appreciate you guys. Love and light to you, and holler at your boy. Peace.